Hi, I'm Spencer.
And I'm Ripley.
6 years ago, we tested this idea together with a playlist of 500 songs.
Now the playlist has grown, changed, and doubled in size, and I don't know all the tracks anymore.
Each episode, we listen to one or two of the songs from the updated playlist
to see what stories, memories, and emotions they unlock. Two friends.
One playlist.
This is HeartATrack.
HeartATrack. Well, hey.
Hey.
What's going on this week?
Oh, not much.
We haven't talked a whole lot outside of the show.
No, I've been busy. I imagine you've been busy.
Yeah.
Such is life.
Sorta. Yeah, my little vagus nerve problem that I've briefly mentioned on the show before was kind of kicking in a little bit too much over the last 48 hours. But
interesting. I've had some issues with a pinched nerve myself. Not at all the same thing, but it sounds to me like for both of us, things might be getting on our nerves.
Very possible.
It is what it is.
You said a second ago, as is life. Is that what you said?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. But it's always fun to loosen up on here with you or get serious and cathartic and self-helpish and all that. Mm-hmm. All the above. I will admit to you and everyone listening that I'm a tad nervous-ish for these songs and these topics because they definitely require me to be extremely open and honest with myself.
Oh.
You know?
Vulnerability incoming.
Yeah, a little bit of that, but just it requires me to be, very self-aware, even in the negative personality traits, you know?
Not always easy, but frequently healthy.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's the kind of thing that when you can register that you have a habit or a problem or whatever, you kind of go, oh, okay, it's not my best quality. What can I do to make that better? And I think the first step is admitting that you have it. So,
Sure.
Shall we jump into that part of the pool?
Bring it.
Okay. And for the listener's sake, it is our second, how do I word this properly? This is the second time an artist has made a second appearance. Our first artist was Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, doubling down. And now Weezer is back with the song No One Else from the same album as Undone, the Sweater song, which Ripley was not a huge fan of. But maybe Weezer might redeem themselves with this one. I have no idea. It is from the exact same album, so it's the same time frame of the band and everything.
Well, everyone deserves a second chance.
So, yeah, this is also from 1994. And as always, we'll just give it a listen and see where it goes from there. Well, did they redeem themselves in any capacity for you?
Well, no.
You didn't care for that one either?
But possibly. It's not something that jumped out at me.
Yeah.
It's not something that I appreciated a lot musically. I'm kind of on the fence lyrically, based on what of it I caught.
Okay. What did you catch?
Well, it sounds like our singer has some impossible standards and an approach to sort of want to have a pet rather than a partner. However, I identify a little bit with the type who's, as he says, their makeup is on the shelf, doesn't even leave the house, when he's not around. And but I feel like that's a flaw in myself.
Oh, yeah. So if you were the girl that he's singing about?
Sort of, but in a way that I'm still a little... I want so badly to be prickly about the whole, you want you just want to keep her in this little, just in your pocket and just not let her like, I really want to be mad, but at the same time I'm like, well,
guilty
if that's your type.
right. Yeah, I get you. And that's why I was a little nervous about this one, because it does have some controversy mixed within there, because you use the word pet, which I understand why, and kind of like an obedient partner, right? And someone who will do what he says and all that. That's very much so embedded in the song, for sure. Now, for absolute clarity to you and everyone else listening, I'm not that type of guy where I'm like, you listen to me and you do what I say. Absolutely not. Can you guess the part that speaks to me the most?
Without the lyrics in front of me, I don't have a specific guess, but it's got to do with laughter.
Yes, for sure. It's the little piece of the arrogant comedian in me, and that takes a lot of effort to say, that when I'm dating somebody, or if I'm pursuing a girl, in my case it's always a girl, I want to be perceived as the funniest person, not even guy, person that she knows. And that's just because of my skills and my upbringing and, encouragement. It's all subconscious stuff that psychologically turns into a soup that makes me go, I like to be funny, and if my significant other, A, doesn't find me funny, then that fucking sucks, and B, if she's laughing at another guy, I get jealous, which sucks. I know that sucks. Like, on my part.
So do you consider your sense of humor to be the greatest thing about you, if it's something that you prefer to have all to yourself, so to speak?
Okay, that felt like a gotcha question. Because if I say yes, it sounds like I'm saying yes to two things, but yes to the first part. Yes, I think my sense of humor is my best quality, for sure.
Gotcha.
The second half of what you asked, I don't want it to be all to myself, or how did you phrase that?
Well, your inclination, what you're saying is the part of the song that's relatable is the part where you don't necessarily, you feel uncomfortable if you're not the funniest person to her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
And I was just asking if that was because you consider that your best quality.
Yes, that's probably why. Yeah, for sure. Oddly enough, all of my confidence is in my talents, my skills, and my abilities. I have very little confidence in other categories, which, being my friend, you're probably aware of portions of that. And I definitely don't walk around thinking like, oh, I'm the best looking person in this room. Like, I don't carry myself that way. But if I'm being fully transparent, usually I'm thinking I'm probably the funniest person in this room. If I scan the room and Jim Carrey's in it, I'll gladly back down. Like, but yeah, growing up, I love making people laugh, and of course when you go through puberty and you're making girls in your class laugh quite hard, you're like, okay, that's glad I'm able to do that.
I got going for me.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm kind of like going through life way back then going, oh yeah, I made her laugh. That was kind of hot. Like, whatever. It boosted my confidence and it made her happy. So what's funny?
Now that you just caught me off guard when you said, I made her laugh. So that was hot.
Well, there's nothing to me.
However, I get it.
There's nothing more attractive than a really good laugh. Like, if a girl has a really good laugh, I'm like, oh, sweet. And then it just makes me want to make her laugh more, you know?
Aw.
And so, yeah, I get tremendously jealous if I see a girl, especially if it's someone I'm pursuing or somebody I'm with, laughing really hard at another guy. It's a... And this is why I was nervous, because it makes me sound like an a-hole. But I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's just this little piece of my personality that I go, okay, I need to say something funnier than what he just said so that I'm still the funniest, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah. So this, you can see why I'm sweating a little bit, because I'm like, oh, geez, yeah. I'm a freaking jerk. It's like, you can't be funny. I'm only the funny one.
Well, it's not like you ever say that out loud, and you know, vulnerability is showing the part of yourself that's like, nobody's perfect, right?
True, but to backpedal, you just said it's not like you've ever said that out loud. Wrong.
In the moment, you're like,
no,
not
you're
now.
Wrong.
Now,
you're wrong about that. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm just going, no. Stop. Just stop. You're wrong about claiming that. Yeah.
Shit.
So, my most recent ex, who will come up eventually in more detail, and we'll give her a name and everything for the show when we reach some songs that are directly about her. We were walking in my hometown one time with actually another person who we have to come up with a name for. I think we're going to use the name Kevin for my former best friend. Okay. So me and my ex were walking around with my best friend at the time, Kevin. Kevin was being pretty funny. I can't even remember what it was that he said or did, but he said something, and my girlfriend at the time laughed quite hard at it, and I said, hey, I'm the funny one here. Like, I just straight up said that.
Shut up, Kevin.
And Kevin turns and he's just like, all right. Like, like, you know, like, you just kind of put me in my place by going like, dude, really? And I'm just like, sorry. Like,
oh, well.
And yeah, that's why I chose this song, because I want this to be therapeutic for myself. But if anybody out there has ever felt something similar, it's like, yeah, maybe we can work on that together. Like, you know, because it's a part of myself that I don't like. You know what I mean? We all have that. And
for sure.
When Rivers sings, I want a girl who laughs for no one else. That's the part that is like, hey, you have that horrible quality too. You know? Never would I ever say like, hey, don't put your makeup on when I'm not around, or stay home and don't go anywhere. That's awful. But it's the laughing part for sure that makes me go. Oh, and there's a line early on where he says she laughs at most anything, whether it's funny or not. That's something that annoys me. When people just laugh at everything, I'm like, okay, everything in the world is not funny. Like, you know.
Yeah. And I felt bad because I still had a little bit of the case of the giggles when the song started.
Right, because you burped like a trucker. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we went right into the song, and I still had like residual giggle.
Yeah.
And then dude was like, she laughs at everything, even if it's not funny. I'm like, oh, what? Roasted. Dang it.
So you felt like the song was being sung about you.
Occasionally, yeah, a couple lines in there.
Certain sections. For reference, here's what I'm going to do, just because they're not going to have heard the belch. So before we hit play on the songs, listeners, we always count down to synchronize our listening experience with the song. So I had said to Ripley, are you ready? And she was taking a swig of, I don't know what you're drinking over there, but I'm guessing it's carbonated.
It's carbonated.
Yeah. My guess is root beer is my guess, but
it was Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay. Decent. That's my airplane drink. But yeah, so Ripley responded with the following sound that I will edit in right here. me to count or you?
Yeah. Whoa, excuse me. You count, please.
Oh, I'm leaving that in somewhere hidden.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that was her answer to "Are you ready to count down the song?"
Dang it.
So that's why she was still laughing. Anywho's, great. Yeah, you know. Well, you did it right in my ears, so we got to treat everybody to that.
Well, you were vulnerable. I guess I should embarrass myself, too.
Hey, I think people would rather be like, oh, my significant other belches quite loud versus he doesn't let me laugh at other people. Sorry, no. I would laugh, but my boyfriend says I'm not allowed. Like... How awful is that? And trust me, it's not like I literally have said to anybody I've dated, like, hey, don't laugh at that other person. It's just more of the internal jealousy, you know?
Yeah, right.
So that's why I queued it up last week with a little bit of jealousy. And, yeah, like I say, I know it's something I need to work on and not have it bother me so much. It comes from insecurity, for sure. And I just wanted to put that out there, see if it sticks with anybody else. So, keeping the embarrassment train chugging along, my next song is about a different perspective and different kind of topic, but still in the category of horrible traits that you probably shouldn't have in the world of dating and love life and all that. Obviously, if you're just tuning in, I've talked about how much of a piece of shit I can be when it comes to people laughing at other people who aren't me.
Oh, stop.
I know. But then there's the other aspect of my silly heart that is very broken and battered, that anytime I'm broken up with, I seem to think the same thing, which is the next title of our next song, She'll Come Back to Me by Cake.
Oof. Hey, Cake is what I go to when I get broken up with, too.
Nice. All right, we're going to toss on Cake, and we'll discuss that song in just a moment. Cake with She'll Come Back to Me. Just a friendly reminder to all the listeners, if you want to listen along to the playlist that I'm sharing, please hop over to our Spotify. You can find that link in the description below. You're watching this on YouTube. So what do you think of that one, Ripley?
Pretty.
Pretty? Yeah.
Yeah, a little almost country vibe. What?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, it's like a twang.
It had to have been just the guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely has some like 70s country influence on it, which you wouldn't always expect from Cake. But right. they throw that in every couple of tracks or so. There's at least like one song almost on each of their albums that you're like, oh, here's the country inspired one. They've done like covers of Kenny Rogers and things like that before too. So.
Nice.
But for this one, yeah, it's the same vein of arrogance of like, well, we broke up, but yeah, she'll come back. Like, you know, even if there's another guy, she'll see, oh, yeah, what I had before is way better than this. Or the second verse there, he talks about she didn't walk up the steps, she didn't even call, but she'll come back to me. Like, he's still insisting, like, it didn't happen today, but it will soon. And I'm, extremely guilty of that. Even after Allison and I broke up, when she went off to college, I was very devastated. It's, the first time you're ever truly broken up with, especially when you're in love with the person. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. And for the longest time, I had this thought in my head of, and this is kind of silly to admit this particular thought, but I'd be like having a shower in the morning, like before school or something, and get ready for the day, and I'd think, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna like walk out to go over to the bus stop, and Allison's going to be like standing in the driveway because she's going to realize how crazy it was for her to end the relationship. Like, I'm like, what an unrealistic way to think, you know? And I've had that many other times with other girls too that we'll get to in due time with other songs, as I said a minute ago. But yeah, what a silly, unrealistic way to think, eh?
Yeah. I think media does that to us sometimes. They always want to give you, shows or books or just anything with movies, anything with a plot line. They always want to give you way too much hope. Mm-hmm. It started, I don't know about you, but it started with me as a kid and Disney.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They're like, oh, no, it totally works out. That's just how things be.
Well, like a happily ever after. Yeah.
No, they're not.
No. Happily ever after is the most bullshit thing. Like,
yeah, and that's fine, but you faked it. Like, you taught me.
Yeah. Yeah.
To expect happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am, all I'm getting is after and ever.
Crappily ever after.
There you go.
That's my
autobiography.
Where's the happy? I get you. For me to answer the question, sure, it probably subconsciously was a lot of Disney, but like clear as day, so I can talk about this now. Allison's favorite movie was The Notebook, and I had never seen that before. Have you seen that movie?
I think I have to get in trouble with all the women of the world for this for some reason, but no, I haven't seen The Notebook. Isn't that like a super sappy something stupid with, I don't know, a Rachel love movie McAdams that doesn't make sense?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and say spoiler alerts for The Notebook if you haven't seen it, because it's the one, it's Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams, and the story of the movie is being told to a woman who's in an old folks home, an old age home, who suffers with some memory loss. So the man who is taking care of her, who's elderly as well, but he has his mind still, he's reading a story to her. And it's revealed through the movie that the story is their love story. And at the end of the movie, she realizes,
that's messed up.
It's about us. This is us that you're telling me about. And he's like, I forget. I could be dead ass wrong, and come at me if I am, but I think I remember him saying something like, I read this to you every day, and every night you remember. Something sappy like that.
That's terrible. Oh no.
It's rough.
Listen, yeah. I'm more of a rom-com kind of gal.
Oh yeah, there's no calm on this. It's all wrong.
I'm not down to just sit in front of something just to cry.
Yeah. This is all rom, no calm.
Oh no.
Yeah. And the part of it that, and I think this is worth going to. So I have to phrase a sentence in a way that's very cringy to phrase to me, but I'll say it like this. Being a man, instead of saying as a man, being a man, especially in my first relationship with Allison, and she's showing me this romantic movie saying it's my favorite movie, there's a moment in it where Ryan Gosling's character is writing Rachel McAdams all these letters that he's sending her. They break up, and there's a long distance aspect, and they're both heartbroken, but he writes her a letter like every day for like 700 days or some crazy thing. And her mother, Rachel McAdams' mother, takes the letters out of the mail and keeps them and never gives them to her daughter. So she's thinking he never wrote me, right? And
damn,
there's this scene in the rain where she's yelling at him going, why did you never write me? Why did you never do that? And
also, why is it always in the rain? What is that?
It induces crying because it's like the sky crying. For real. Like, that's the subconscious of it. Yeah. So they're standing in the rain. She's yelling, "Why did you never write me?" And he's like, "I wrote you every day for 700 days," or whatever he says like this. There's a line that goes something like, it wasn't over, and it's still not over. And he grabs her and kisses her in the rain. And I'm thinking, as a man, I need to be that level of committed in order to be a certain type of attractive.
Oh, no. You felt like it was something you had to live up to?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. That definitely would have specifically implanted the idea of she'll come back to me, because if that's her favorite movie and that's the type of romantic story she wants to have in her life, then how could she not, And again, it sucks because for me, I've had that 3 times in my love life where I've thought there's no way this is over. And at some point I'm going to get a phone call, an email, a message, whatever, a knock on the door, and it'll be her and we'll fix it, And that's what the "she'll come back to me" represents for me. And again, I acknowledge it's a completely unrealistic way of thinking. It messes you up, It's making me stutter, for freak's sakes.
I'm just, no details, no big story. Just gonna say I've had someone actually come back when when it would totally over. And you know what? Not worth it. Not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Once it's over, it's broken.
Yeah.
It will never be one thing again. It will be one thing that's been tied back together or glued back together, and that structural integrity is lost.
Yeah. Well, it's because there's history there. There's specific knowledge of each other. There's maybe vulnerability that, was maybe romantic vulnerability at one point, but now it's just straight up vulnerability, Yeah. Yeah. There's just too much mess to clean up, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so no more of that. But also, I am not tempted to hope for such things anymore.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, nowadays, I just shrug. But there is that tiny, sliver, microscopic sliver that goes, hey, maybe one of them will go, hey, I've been thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. It's just that tiny little voice in your head that's like, maybe this? It's like, I don't know about that.
It's just your mind missing what was.
Yes. Yeah, it craves familiarity and all that. But again, it's a horrible way to live because it genuinely prevents me from pursuing potential other opportunities, with, again, specifically in the world of relationships and all that. But yeah, and we'll visit more and more of the in-depth aspects of love life and all that. I never want everything to be spilled within just 1 or 2 songs, but those are the specifics that those songs offer. And as I always say, if you, dear listener, are able to relate to any of that and you'd like to share or chime in, we have a comment section, but we also have our email, which is HeartATrackPodcast@gmail.com. And if you have a story anywhere near anything I've shared so far on this episode, then just let us know and we'll possibly read that in a future episode. I'm curious what type of song you landed on based on the jealousy and arrogance prompt.
Well, I didn't gravitate towards relationships.
Okay.
Again, it's not that it didn't happen for me. It's not like I'm never jealous. I just racked my brain, couldn't think of a story that I could tie to a song, and I was driving into work the other day, and it suddenly hit me, the stupidest song. It's totally not related to anything we've been talking about, but boy, does it oddly cover both arrogance and jealousy.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a happy accident, because if you remember last week, I was confused. I thought they were the same. So I was like, I don't think there is a song that's both of those things.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And yet, I recalled one. It was actually my favorite song as a child. And I do mean child. I'm sure you're going to be super annoyed by this song.
Oh, wow.
And I would have my parents cue it up on the vinyl and go, I want to listen to the beep beep song.
This came on the radio?
No, they would cue it up on a vinyl record.
No, but didn't you say you were on your way to work and it came on?
Oh, no, it came to me, like it hit me.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I thought it played on the radio.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think they would play this on the radio.
Sorry, that just sketched.
You're going to hit me.
Well, I would hit you if it was a current kid song, but if it's from your childhood, I'm probably going to be cool with it.
It's not even really a kid's song. That's just it. I re-listened to it after I thought of it. And I was like, wow, I can see why I liked this as a child. It kind of sounds like a child's song. As such a child.
Hey, don't worry. I have songs that are going to be classified as children's songs on the playlist too.
So before we start this, just a quick thing, because I know you're not familiar with cars or driving stick.
Okay, fine.
Just for reference, first gear gets the car moving. Second gear is for like when you're in a parking lot, you're probably not even going to make it to 20 miles an hour.
Okay.
Third gets you to around 30 miles an hour, etc. It goes 5 or 6 gears. Each gear is faster than the last, with one being just to get started.
Okay.
Let's get this song started.
What is the name of the song and who is it by?
It is Beep Beep, the Little Nash Rambler by the Playmates.
I bet you didn't know that my favorite car is a Nash Metropolitan.
I did not.
You're like, you don't know cars, and I'm sitting here going, really?
Yeah, well, who'd you learn that from? Your dad, who loves cars?
No, Weird Al, because a Nash Metropolitan was the car used in the All About the Pentiums music video, and in the commentary on the disc, Weird Al says that's my favorite car. So I decided it was my favorite car too. I do love it.
Have a favorite car? You're borrowing someone's favorite car.
No, I genuinely love the look of this car. It looks like something a cartoon character would drive, so I agree with Al.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, let's toss it on.
So it's cute. It's a joke. As a kid, the gradually increasing tempo and the cute sounds were probably scratching some itch in my brain. As an adult, I see people being douchebags on the road, which is something I encounter a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And the arrogance, not only do you have the arrogance of, oh no, you're not going to pass me. Your car has nothing on my car. There's the embarrassment. You know, the punchline of the song sheds a light on the embarrassment that comes with arrogance.
Right. The punchline being that the driver asks, how do I get this car out of second gear? Yeah.
Yes. Like you were struggling to, stay in front of me and I'm not even out of second gear yet.
Yeah. Well, I love the increasing. Now, first of all, I have heard that song once before.
Because of me?
No. Once again.
No shit.
Because of Weird Al. And I didn't know before we hit play on it. I was like, I think it might be that song. And then it confirmed I'm like, yes, I've heard this because I've listened to old Dr. Demento show tapes and recordings of his broadcast, and this song was definitely played on the Dr. Demento show, which is where Weird Al got his start as well.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah. Yep, I remember hearing this within the last decade when I was flipping through old, Demento shows. I couldn't
recall if I had shared it with you before or not, which is why I immediately went to, is it because of me? Because I don't think I know anyone who has even heard of the song before. Other than my parents who played it for me, right?
Yeah.
So.
It seems like something that would be on like a Goofy Greats vinyl from back in the day. There's compilations of silly songs and stuff like that. Stuff like well, a lot of Weird Al's heroes, like Alan Sherman. I've had the Hello Mutta, Hello Fada on the show before, just before you showed up. Me and Marissa talked about that from camp. And stuff like the Shaving Cream song or the Flying Purple People Eater, like those kinds of songs, they would all be on those records. And this totally would fit right in with all that, for sure. So have you had an experience like that, is what you were getting at, with driving? Or that's just all too common for you?
Oh, super common. I mean, not that interaction in particular, but people I feel are more... We have a lot of aggression on the roads. I want to say here, I'm sure it's widespread, but I feel like it's
There's pretty major stupidity on the roads over here. I think everyone would agree. Which is crazy. Can we just visit this thought for a second? If we all collectively think that everyone else is stupid on the roads, aren't we ourselves stupid on the roads? Because I'm sure other people would point out our stupidity. Anyway.
Road rage is a conversation that could spin into way too much time. But my
true, but I don't drive.
That I was going to make is that true. It happens a lot, I think, because people feel shielded by their cars. They don't feel like they have to be accountable for their douchebaggery.
Yeah,
because they're either, they can't be seen, or you're not going to find them after they cut you off on the road.
Yeah.
And I just chose this song to go with the arrogance theme, and because it does, for almost completely unrelated reasons, hold a very special place in my heart.
Yeah, that's cool. Just last week, my family and I were driving in our city here, and there was a 2-lane situation, and it was kind of getting slow, and this girl in the passenger seat of a car, this is something that bothers me very much, is when smokers flick their cigarette out onto the road. I'm always like, that's just all types of rude, in my opinion. And this girl put her window down and did that, and it kind of bounced towards our vehicle. And I'm not going like, oh, how dare it even touch our car. It's more just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's just rude.
Yeah.
It's littering. It's, all that. So, as I said, the traffic was quite slow, so I turned and just glared at her, and she locked eyes with me, as did her, I'm guessing, boyfriend or husband who was driving. And I just kept the stare. I just looked at them like, fucking really? Again, I'm not saying I'm like a super badass for having done such a thing. I'm just kind of looking at people like, seriously? And I know that's nothing about their driving. Well, it's more of an etiquette thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll keep this in. I was just bitching for a minute. But yeah, I just think there's certain types of etiquette, specifically we're talking about in traffic, that I think you're right. If you have, if you're quick enough or whatever, but especially if you have tinted windows, that's like the ultimate thing where you're like, they'll never know.
I almost said quick bonus story, but I don't know. Keep it in or leave it. Or keep it in or leave it. Take it out or leave it if you want. I'm doing a great job.
Yeah. Are you trying to queue up a That's What She Said again?
Oh, gosh.
Anyway.
This is becoming a train wreck. I was going to say bonus tinted window story, which you can leave in or edit out depending on how well I can manage to describe it. But
all right.
I was at a stoplight in my convertible with the top down and sunglasses on and hair all a mess. Look over to my right. There was a guy in a vehicle with tinted windows, and he rolled down his window to just under his chin and then gave me that sup, like upward motion of his chin, and then rolled the window back up, never breaking eye contact. and then the light turned green and he left, and it was the best experience I've ever had being hit on, because there was no pressure on me to reply or respond in any way. Dude was gone. It was suave as hell.
Yeah.
So,
right.
It was nuts. Shout out to that dude who's totally not listening.
Well, yeah, unless he's one of the 20 subscribers we have at the moment. That's hilarious. I've pulled not quite as suave as he did, but I've pulled the same type of shit in traffic before, only when I've been with people like Kevin or other buddies or whatever, never like my family or anything like that. But yeah, I've given like a wink or a little kind of same vibe thing of like, how you doing? Like that kind of look in traffic. Because like, what are you going to do?
Pressure.
Pull over and stop me? Like,
right.
Yeah. I don't know how cocky that is or not, but again, yeah, I don't think of myself as like the Chris Hemsworth of the passenger in traffic. So
well, it's low stakes, so it's good. It's good practice for confidence building.
Sure, that's kind of what I'm going for with one. Yeah. And now I'm talking. I haven't done that since I was probably 19 years old, but still, yeah. Alrighty. Well, thanks for one of the goofy greats, as I'll call it. That was a fun one to listen to again with you. I mean, listen to again, comma, with you. Next week, we're looking at a pretty bizarre song that I really enjoy. The theme is going to be consumerism.
Oh my goodness. I think that's the fastest I've come up with a song.
Oh yeah? You thought of one right away?
Possibly.
Within 14 seconds. You mean Pusabla. And
Pusabla.
Yeah. Pusabla. Sounds gross.
Yeah, it does.
We'll be editing that out for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's the theme, will be consumerism. So think about that. Again, if you have any stories you'd like to share, we can't reiterate enough to send us an email to HeartATrackPodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to check out where you guys stand on some of these songs, or if you have a song that's similar in nature, anything you want. If you want to email us and tell us we suck, whatever, we'll read it. I don't care at this point, just do it. And I will say, remember to let your significant others laugh at whatever the hell they want to laugh at, even if it's not you. And
let them go once they're gone.
Yeah, don't count on them coming back, because your life isn't The Notebook. Alrighty, we'll catch you all next week. Bye-bye.